Hello, happy birthday, Aries. My name is Nigel and you have found ÄLKØMΗ. Today we're going to be doing a special pick a card birthday reading just for you. Whatever is in this reading is going to set the tone for your birthday year. It will be good from birthday to birthday. So whenever you find this during the year, as long as it's before your next birthday, you're good to go. This is for 2024, by the way. 2024 to 2025, birthday to birthday. Okay, all that said, let's get started. We have 3 stones to choose from, so it's actually like a pick a crystal reading more than a pick a card. This is Australian Mookaite. And I just want you to see all the beautiful colors. Australian Mookaite for group number 1. We have some fire carnelian for group number 2. And we have some African agate for group number 3. Once again, group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Feel free to pause the video, take your time, concentrate, and links will be in the comment section. I'll see you on the other side. Hello, group number 1. If you have chosen the Australian Mookaite, this is your reading. Okay, let's get started. You know, this card came out. This was your oracle card, and you couldn't ask for a better one for a birthday reading, Aries. If you just look at the picture, this is paradise pretty much. This is a beautiful place. It's an oasis. You also have the light bulb card, and the light bulb card is lucrative ideas, right? A new income source, perhaps. Maybe you're trying to start something. Maybe you have an idea that you're looking to put into motion. And it really goes with this card, which is the Atom card. And the Atom card is all about building. It's all about building things. And if you, as you can see, there's a sort of going from one place to another. It's very 6 of Swords energy in this card. But it is, you're moving from one reality to another here, from birthday to birthday. It doesn't really, well, I shouldn't say that. You are moving from one reality to another. And I was about to say it doesn't say where you're coming from, but it kind of does as we move along the reading. Let's go. You do have, you know, the Princess of Pentacles, and this might be where you're coming from, and it's in reverse. You might be unsure of money at this time. You might be unsure of your career. You might be unsure of your future as far as security and abundance. But this really does give birth into the Hanged One in reverse, which is, you know, coming out of a sort of contemplative light bulb moment and taking action. You do have the Knight of Swords in reverse, which in some way I'm really happy to see, because instead of you rushing in, you know, when we rush in to do things, sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's not great. Sometimes we make mistakes doing that. So what I see here on the table, because this gives birth to the King of Pentacles, I do see you gaining some serious abundance. You go from the unsure Princess of Pentacles to the upright and secure King of Pentacles on this journey. You have Atoms, which is the building of something. You have the light bulb, which is you having some idea, building, and ending up in this beautiful paradise-like place. And this paradise-like place is obviously, for most of you, a sense of well-being, you know. So you might be in this, some of you might be in this lack mentality right now. Some of you may be in the light bulb part of it now, where you have an idea that you're pretty excited about, but you haven't taken action yet. I see no problems here, Aries. No, and you know, at the bottom of this deck here, we have the ancestor card. You might have somebody on the other side, or a group of somebody's on the other side that is guiding you. You may not believe in that, but I certainly do. I absolutely believe that. So as we look at what you may not see coming, or what you may not see in general, is the fact that the moon is out. When the moon is out like this, it's difficult for us to see, right? Look how dark this card is. Dark, dark, dark. It's difficult to see that road, right? It's difficult, but the road is there. And as soon as the sun comes out to illuminate this path, you will see things that you might not see right now. Whoever's reading this is, I have no doubt you're going to see what you're supposed to see and take that road. The road is leading to somewhere beautiful. Let's see. We do have the devil, and sure, in many readings, the devil can be something negative. The moon is Cancerian energy, by the way. The hanged one is Piscean energy, and this is Capricorn energy. But I think this is really abundance. This is, you know, the devil can be something negative, but it can be our earthly wealth as well. And everything is pointing to the fact that you are coming up with an idea, or you have an idea, or you will have an idea that's going to be lucrative. Okay? It does say lucrative ideas, new income source, right? Entrepreneur, new job. There is some light bulb that is going to go off in your head here. And definitely is going to improve your abundance. And here listen, whoever's reading this is, I'm extremely jealous of you, but I'm happy for you at the same time. You have the Magician, so you're able to manifest this, and you are manifesting this. That is one word I should have used, because everything points to manifestation here. Everything points to manifestation. So the Magician, especially coupled with the Queen of Wands, which, you know, is any fire sign energy, including yourself. This is the Queen of Wands, upright and at her best. And he or she is moving forward, taking action, and my God, ending up with the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is happily ever after, right? Try to pay attention to synchronicities along the way here, Aries, because you are going to see them as you go along your birthday year. I'm going to stop pulling. This is just insane. So you have the Ten of Cups as well. And the Ten of Cups is happiness. You have happiness upon happiness upon happiness, and I'm really glad that I shuffle on camera. I'm really glad that I deal the cards on camera. If you want, if everything goes by too quickly for you, you could go back to the shuffling and slow it down. You use that gear key to slow it down so you could see it in real time. I mean, this isn't a setup. And I can guarantee you all my readings aren't like this, because many people don't like that I'm honest. So I have no problem telling you if you're going to be experiencing problems. But you, my friend, whoever's reading this is, you are going to have a charmed life. You have people or entities or spirit looking out for you, and you have all this beautiful energy coming in. Absolutely gorgeous reading. Absolutely gorgeous. The only thing I can tell you is, the only slight warning I have here is, if you're feeling a lack mentality now, understand that it is temporary. And also understand that if you're in the darkness of the moon right now and you're not sure which way to go, this will be illuminated to you. Your path will be illuminated to you. You're going to know. You're going to see synchronicities along the way. I'm going to pull one more card. I'm going to pull one more card for you, Aries, okay? As a matter of fact, I think with these cards, it's better to cut the deck. Show me something that Aries needs to acquire in their birthday year. Group 1, please. Absolutely nothing, Aries. See, now these cards are interesting, because when they come out in reverse, it means that it's not something you need to seek. This is something that's going to naturally be in on your journey. You're going to be in good cheer, and damn, I would be in good cheer if this was my reading too. So, okay, there's not a damn thing you really need to do. If you have an idea, the only thing I'm going to tell you is take that idea very seriously, because it's definitely key to unfolding and unlocking all this good stuff. I wish you the best birthday. I'm not even going to say good luck. You're not going to need it. But big hugs, Aries. Hello, group number 2. If you have chosen the Carnelian, this is your reading. Okay, I don't know if you watched the shuffle or not, but as I was shuffling these cards, clumps of them kept falling out. And normally when that happens the first time or two, I'll put them back and try again. But I tried 3 times, and 3 times a clump came out. So I decided to just allow the deck to speak. So unlike group 1, who got 1 card, you received 3. So I think we should start there. Let me start there. So we do have 3 interesting cards. Let me just fix these. Come on, move up there. Sorry about that. That's why I try to do this in warp speed. Okay. So we have, like, let me start here. We do have you birthing something into life here. Now, this could be an actual pregnancy. This could be an actual baby that you're taking care of already, something that you're raising. Or this could be something you're trying to birth into the world as far as work, an idea, some sort of way to gain some more abundance. It's going to be different for all of you, but definitely whoever's reading this is, they're birthing something into existence, or they're babying it into something lucrative. You do have, before I get to this card, I want to get to this card here. You also have the Phoenix rising from the ashes, something that's being, again, born, right? Something that was rising from the ashes, and when it's, you know, when you see ashes, you know something has burned to the ground. Some of you may have been through a really difficult time, and you're now trying to manifest a rebirth. Now here, this is interesting. This is the Medusa card, and you know, when I see Medusa in like this in a reading, it's either you or it's somebody very close to you that's extremely relevant in your life. Now, the backstory with Medusa is, as you can see, she was once a beautiful woman. And, you know, if you'd like to do some research on her, you can. I don't want to get into it too much here, but the bottom line is she was screwed over, and she became Medusa in the end. She became what we know her as, you know, usually a very unattractive face and a hair filled with serpents, and, you know, able to turn people, actually men, to stone with just one gaze. Yeah, so this is absolutely a card of one thing changing into another. It's not necessarily something beautiful turning into something ugly. It's a reaction to someone's environment, or to a reaction to something someone has done to somebody else. That reaction is going from one way of being into another, and it's quite drastic. And I'm not saying it's good or it's bad. I guess it depends if this is you. You may have reasons for you may have just gotten to the point of no return, and you want to I'm sorry, I was getting a phone call and I absolutely hate that. So back to your reading. You may have absolute reasons for this, Aries. You may feel that you have taken on as much as you possibly could. You've taken crap as much as you possibly could, and it's time to sort of werewolf. Or this could be someone in your environment. I don't look at Medusa as a bad archetype. I don't look at this as a warning. I just look at it as a transition, and there are reasons that she transitions from one thing into another. With these other two cards, I'm not getting a bad feeling about this. I'm getting a feeling of being reborn into something else, and that is all three of these cards. You do have the award here, and with the award card, you have recognition. You might be winning some money. There might be a payoff for your effort. There is some sort of recognition here on the table. And you do have animals. And when you choose this particular oracle card, yes, this could be a love for animals. It could be that you have animals beside you, and that's seriously relevant to your life and to this reading. But for many of you, this is just companionship in your life that you can count on. Companionship or ships that are what they appear to be. There's no wondering if it's real, if it's not sincere. It's sincere companionship. So you're getting recognized here in your birthday year. It looks like whoever's reading this went through it, though. I mean, definitely not an easy path. This is not an easy victory. This was not an easy victory for somebody, okay? And, to further cement what I just said, you pulled the death card. And what is death? But it's a rebirth. It's death and rebirth. Scorpio energy, Pluto energy is on the table. You do have that theme running through all three of these cards. So there is something that happened or something that will happen to cause a death and a rebirth. Death, rebirth, rebirth. Changing from one thing into another, Absolutely a theme that's repeated over and over again. You do have here the Nine of Swords, and this is in reverse. This whole situation is going to give birth to something that's going to lessen your anxiety. If you have felt anxious in 2023, or for most of what we have here of 2024, that will be coming to an end here in your birthday year, Aries. You do have the Prince of Swords, and this is in reverse. This, typically in this deck is a student. It's not a page, but it is a student. And you're moving from student. You're moving away from being a student. You're moving away from learning. Maybe this was a hard lesson for you. Maybe the lesson was very difficult, and now, Spirit is rewarding you with something and moving you out of the spirit slot into a better slot. Honestly, whoever's reading this you haven't had an easy time of it. You are being rewarded with, there's certain people or creatures in your life that are so pertinent, and if you feel that you're alone right now, if you feel like there's nothing like that in your life, this came out for a reason, and this means that in 2024, and part of 2025, it's birthday to birthday, okay? Something's going to happen, and you're going to be rewarded here with something very, very pure. You do have the Seven of Wands, The Seven of Wands is, a card of a little bit of stress. You might be stepping into some stress this year. It looks like whoever's reading this it is extremely active. It is extremely important. It's an important time. Sometimes you see someone's birthday reading and you see not a lot of action, maybe some good things, some bad things, but all in all, it's one of those years that aren't going to have long-term consequences. This year for you is absolutely consequential. When you come out of this, you're not going to be the same person that you were. You're not. And it's going to be it looks like it's not, it looks like a painful type of birth. But you are going to be rewarded, Aries. You are closing out a cycle here. And, you know, we can't say that enough with the Death card in the world. You're moving on to a better place. You're moving on to a better way of being, right? You have the Five of Wands. So, yeah, like we talked about the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands could be some, you know, back and forth, some... definitely some back and forth. It looks like someone is poking the tiger, so to speak. Someone may have you go from one type of archetype to another. There may be somebody or something that happens to create this change in you. And honestly, you may find something out. You may find out a truth that spirals you into this way of thinking. But my God, like, it's such an important year for you, and you're going to come out differently here. You're going to not only come out differently, but you have the sun waiting for you on the other side of this. And when I say the other side, it doesn't mean that you're going to have to wait a whole year to realize the sun. If you're going through these things, these rebirths, these deaths, these difficult things, look at them like they're signposts leading to the sun, because your sun could come out in 3 months, it could come out in 3 weeks, it could come out in 6 months, but it's going to come out in your birthday year. And you have the Knight of Swords here, which is you rushing in. Whoa, you got the Star too. You rushing in to accomplish something. It comes right after the sun comes out. You take flight. You take flight. You do have the Star here. So the Star is Aquarian energy. You have a Scorpio, you have Aquarius, you have fixed energy here on the table. You have pretty much every sign, and of course Leo. But, you know, with the Star is the Star coming out is always hope, and it usually happens after a Tower moment. And you know, the Tower has not or did not come out, but it certainly looks like a bit of a Tower moment to me, with all this death and rebirth, and the Phoenix rising from the ashes, and something starting from infancy, and it gives you that vibe. And with the sun coming out and the stars coming out, it is, just hang in there, because good things are coming. It does not look like an easily won victory. At the bottom of this deck here, you have somebody that wears many masks. This is giving me the feeling of somebody that has to wear many hats. Somebody that has to sort of be different people for different people or roles in their life. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just, it looks fairly stressful, to be honest with you. It just looks like a lot. It looks like a lot. Let's shuffle this just a little bit, and then I'll cut the deck. We'll cut the deck. Show me what Aries, group number 2, needs for their birthday year. Wow. Love it. Love it. I have to tell you, I don't know if you are new to this channel or not, but I use these cards frequently, and when it comes out in reverse, it means there is nothing you need to acquire because it's already yours. And what was the theme of this reading? Oh my God, new beginnings, rising from the ashes, birthing something, the death of one thing, the beginning of another, new beginnings. This is yours. This is your theme this year. New beginnings, being rewarded. I really wish you all the luck, and I wish you the best, most happiest birthday. Namaste. Hello, group number 3. Where is your rock? Here it is. If you have chosen the African Agate, this is your reading. Okay, you know, right off the bat here, I was trying really hard to get your tarot cards out, and they kept the deck was so chatty, and I was trying really hard to just limit the number of cards because I am going to go through this deck. So there seems to be a lot going on for someone. You have here, by the way, this is birthday to birthday. So if your birthday is in March, it'll be March 2024 to March 2025. April, same thing. Whenever your birthday is, it's birthday to birthday. So you do have, and I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but you do have the golden face. And, you know, the golden face is usually an omen of success. But what's interesting to me in this reading is that I did glance over here, and just like the group 2, in the background, you did choose the person who wears many masks. And, you know, wearing a mask, it's not being two-faced. It's just that it's almost like wearing different hats for different people. You have to be different people in your life. And what's great is that this also came out. So no matter what's going on now, because this does appear, I mean, it just appears stressful to me, right? Your goal, or if it's not your goal, it's where you're going to end up. You're going to have one face when this finishes. You're going to have one, and it's successful. It's the golden face. So it is going to be a lot less stressful, if that makes sense. You do have here, you have mountain, and the mountains represent clarity. So you're stepping into a time of clarity, of success. And here, I mean, to exemplify this, you do have rising above money issues. If you're having money issues currently, or if you've experienced them in the recent past, you are going to be rising above them. If you have a business in the works, if you have something that will take off, it's definitely a good omen. You have 3 good omens here, which is really nice to see. And you have here, now, when my cards come in sideways, my cards represent choices that way. So we read these right side up, but they are choices, and you have a judgment call here. You're juggling something, and I could see that with this card. You might be juggling more than one job. You might be juggling more than one persona for different people in your life. You may be forced to do, there's something you're juggling. There is something that you have to make a decision about this birthday year. And I really think you're going to make the right decision as per this card. But this is a choice. This is the work that you have to do, for sure. So this isn't something that's just going to come to you without you. It's almost like you have to eliminate something, so you're not juggling anymore, Aries. And you have the King of Swords here in reverse. Now, you know, the King of Swords is an air sign, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be somebody in your life that when the King of Swords comes in reverse, he's not the nicest human being in the world. It could be a male or a female. Very stressful person. Somebody that's fairly sharp with their tongue. Someone that can be on the manipulative side. But you do have here the 4 of Pentacles. So I don't know whether this person, this could be somebody you work for. This could be somebody you're related to. This could be someone you're in a relationship with. Hell, this could be a child, honestly. I know the king doesn't represent children normally, but, you know, some of us do have children that can try to manipulate us. I'm really getting the feeling though, that for most of you, this is someone in your life who has a position of power in some way, a power position in your life. It could be a parent. It's just somebody that you might have to make a judgment call about this person. This does give birth to you holding on to something. Maybe this person is trying to pressure you into letting go of something, to do something a certain way. There is going to be a moment of clarity here. This person may be the one making you wear several different hats. But you do have the Four of Pentacles, and this is you hanging on to something. It's you hanging on to, I don't know, an idea. It says business taking off, a moment of clarity. You do have the Lovers here. Gemini energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini for sure. There's fixed energy here on the table as well. But with the Lovers, if you're not dealing with the Gemini, this could very well be a, well, what did I say, right? A decision that you have to make. You have to make a decision here. For many, many, many of you, you have to make a decision here. There's a decision, and it doesn't look like an easy one. You do have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Once you make this decision, things will get easier. You have the Ace of Swords in your corner. You have to see the truth about something here, Aries. There is some truth you need to see. And here we go. We finally have come to the Emperor. Aries energy is finally here on the table, and that is you. That is what you may not see coming. And here, of course, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So if this cup was, if this card was not in reverse, it would be someone drowning, trying to find their way to the top, but really not getting there. This is in reverse. You have the Ace of Wands, which is, a beautiful energy, especially for a fire sign. It is that spark. Are you missing that spark right now? If you're missing that spark, you're going to be stepping into your power here as the Emperor, whether you're male or female. You have the wings to do it. And with the where is that card? God, I can't find it now. It's buried. Oh, here it is. So with the Ace of Swords, you had the Ace of Swords is clarity. It's sudden truth. It's clarity. Clarity is aspected here. You have to see something clearly. There's something you may not be seeing clearly. There is something, if you look at the difference between these two cards, I hope you can see it. Look at that. The golden face, the worried face, the person that's pretending to be something else, the person that has to be several things to several people, stressful, golden. You're moving into a golden era here. Let's pull this for you here, Aries. Okay, we are going to split the deck for Aries. Split the deck for Aries, please. Show me what Aries needs in their birthday year. Best possible decision. Okay, so then this is right side up. So if this was upside down, I would say that you really don't need to do anything. But Aries, this is something you need to acquire. This is something you need to do. You need to find out. You need to get this clarity. Right? Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. What must be known. There's something you're not seeing. There's something you're not seeing. But I can tell you, in this birthday year, this is something you should be looking for. Help me see what must be known. What do I need to see? What do I need to know? Absolutely. Absolutely. For some reason, I am being called to do something that I did not do for the other groups. Let me do. Show me one more. Show me one more. Two more. Okay. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. When I see a flag, I see someone planting something firmly in the ground and just taking a stand. Let me see what must be known. What's the other card? You have carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. I would say this is definitely psychological. This is definitely a journey you're going on this year. There is something or someone that has you in a certain place that's keeping you from this clarity. And I really think with all these signs that you're going to figure it out. And your mantra this year is, help me see what must be known. And then you could move on to this. And this, the golden face. Big hugs, Aries. Happy, happy birthday.